Yeah, man, welcome to the Hangout, the Hangout, El Hangout, Les Los Hangouts. So Mohammed, North London Derby, was that happy with that, satisfied with that, or you're unhappy with that results based upon the whole title race?
Well, I have two perspectives on that because before
Oh,
halftime, I was actually very happy with the 1-0, but then obviously second half, about 7 minutes in, Coquelin just decided, oh, there's no way I'm gonna let Arsenal win this game, so let me just get the red
so
card and
okay,
let me
so
go home
you
early.
think so? Because for me, it's like it was a yellow, and I didn't know what Coconut was doing. Because I mean, maybe you could sort of say, do you really give a yellow?
No, it's a yellow.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah. I
yellow.
mean, it's
Come on,
like at
there's
the end
no
of
way
the day,
defending it. It's a
it's
yellow.
that is pretty much a yellow. So I mean, because for me, because okay, so and you've not changed your tone on Ramsey. He's still crap in your opinion.
It's still a garbage player. Sorry.
But that was a
Um,
that's a very good goal from a garbage
it's
player.
a good goal, but midfield-wise, he offers nothing.
All right, all right. So basically, I mean, look, man. I mean, I thought that what, Leicester for me again, the stars are aligning for Leicester City, man, because that was a draw between those two teams. So nobody really caught the gap. They won their game, 5 point. I mean, so is the title over then? Do you think for
I
us?
would I would say
8 points.
I think it is, to be honest. I think we're
So
just
so you're officially saying it's over. So you don't believe that 9 games to go, 8 points can be.
officially. I don't say it's over, but just my general feeling. I think it's over.
Okay,
Like
okay. Your man is your mic there.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, what about you? Do you think is because I mean Tottenham are still in it, but do you think 8 points, 9 games to go, it's the title is over for Arsenal?
Yes, I don't think Arsenal can do it with that. They have that mentality that they never been able to do it. I don't see what's the difference between this year and the past 4 years. There's
this
no
year, I
difference.
mean, it's different this year because we had clear opportunity to just run with
Yes,
it.
but
But
yeah, I'm
we,
saying, but the
but
team itself, there's nothing that changed in
I
them.
agree.
They had the opportunity, but nothing changed.
I
So
agree. I
it's
agree.
it's between Leicester and Tottenham, but
I mean, because
that's where it's at.
yeah, because for me, I mean, personally, I'm not really feeling Tottenham. I mean, because I look at that, because my fears, I may be wrong, but okay, fair enough. That loss to West Ham, then the way they drew against, because again, remember, you're a man up to concede with an extra man and not win at home with an extra man for what, 20 minutes?
We could have won that game as well with Ramsey's last effort,
Oh yeah,
where
yeah,
where the BT went off and then it came back and then basically Ramsey had a chance, which he should have scored. He should have scored, to be honest.
oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, no, look for me, I think that look, this has been a crazy league, and for me, it's like, I mean, I think Arsenal should be out of it, but it's been a crazy league.
Mhm.
As in Leicester City, if they lose 2 games back to back and Arsenal can win 2 games back to back, boom, then that's it. They're in with
It,
like 2 points. So,
it's
but
it's
then
still Arsenal. It's still Arsenal. You
no, no,
can't.
look, yeah, I
If
understand that. Look,
if it was like Man United or City, then you could say maybe they could do it. But Arsenal, I mean,
okay,
You
then
mean
what's
the United of old? You mean?
they have had so many chances to do that, but they never do it. It's not
okay,
just
okay. So,
this year.
Manny, let me ask you then. So, do you believe then that Tottenham are realistic challengers to Leicester then?
Yes, they have to be because they're 5 points behind. But that's different because they have a different mentality. They know
Okay.
they can beat Leicester. They know they can get to that level, but Arsenal have always been having the same opportunity, but we're never seeing it. But I think there's more hope in Tottenham than Arsenal.
No, I mean, possible, man. But I think, look, man, because I was looking at was when I was doing one of my podcasts, I was looking at Leicester's fixtures, and for me, like, I think the wrong thing, people should never say, "Oh, people have an easy run," and there's never an easy run. It doesn't happen like
We
that.
had an easy run and we struggled.
Yes, so
Yeah.
there you go. So there's no such thing as an easy run. It's like, okay, they've got Newcastle, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Southampton, Sunderland, and you may say apart from West Ham, those are winnable games, but still, you just never know. because
You look at some of those teams that are in the relegation zone. Sunderland are pretty much fighting for their lives right now.
yeah, yeah.
Newcastle are done, I think.
The key is they don't have any pressure, so they can do as long as they get
Mahrez,
top four.
Mahrez is
If
also
they get
injured, but I'm
if
not
they
sure how
get
long.
top four, if they get top four, it's a great season. If they get top six, it's a good season. See, they don't have that much pressure. That's what
Oh,
makes
no,
them
wait,
a very strong team.
so wait, Mohammed,
I,
you're Algerian, aren't you?
Half, yes, but Mahrez, I mean, he's the best player in the Premier League right now. I mean, I didn't know much about him either, to be honest,
No,
until
no, no,
he
no,
signed
like
for
I think
Leicester.
without a doubt, man, Mahrez, what he's doing in the Premiership this season is absolute. I mean, he's easily the best player in the league, and I don't want to hear anything about that Hazard guy or anything like that. So, I mean, Mahrez, like, he's just playing. I mean, for me, that's why I say, like, without Mahrez, man, Leicester.
Then exactly, yeah, he is the best player,
No, no,
literally.
no, no. He is their attack. He's pretty much the attack. Okay, look, man. Stars is your mic working?
Yeah, yeah. What up?
Yeah, cool, man. Okay, so Stars, man. What are your thoughts? Do you feel that the forces with Leicester and they can win the league, or do you think Tottenham or Arsenal have a chance?
I actually think they can do it. They can pull off a miracle.
Okay.
They have a very strong team, and like defensively, they have everything pretty much. They're very underrated. I'll say that.
So what if Mahrez is injured? Do you still think they can win it without Mahrez?
Well, how many games are there left?
9.
Like 10? 9?
games. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they can grind through it, even if he gets injured. They can do it.
Kante is back also. He's a huge.
True, but look, man, Mahrez is that
He is,
guy.
yeah. He's the attack pretty much. Yeah.
As in,
Sure.
look, man, you can say what you want about Vardy. Think about Mahrez, that guy literally, he's just everything goes through
I
him.
mean, you look at that foot game. He just pulled that goal out of a hat. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the kind of play he is.
that's
Yeah.
just an amazing goal. That's just an amazing goal to score. I mean,
They struggled throughout that game, to be honest. But
and also, I mean, can we just quickly spare your thoughts for Man United? So
how? I mean, this is the United. They'll beat Arsenal, then they lose to West Brom.
no. Did you see that retweet I put out? Man United missed the chance to go fit. Do you know how disgusting? Because you're like, that's what you say to West Ham or Crystal Palace. It's like, oh damn it, bloody hell, we were so close to coming fit, man. I mean, this was our chance to come fit. That's how far United have.
Did you see Sir Alex Ferguson's face after the game?
But I don't even want to.
Guy, he's about to explode. Literally, his face was red as chili peppers.
I mean, basically, like, I think. But you know what?
but
Yeah, we go on.
they're still 5 points behind Arsenal, so you never know. Arsenal might end up fifth. So
Oh come on, man! Don't take the piss.
Man, Arsenal have top 4 locked.
We have dignity. We're not finishing. We're finishing above
Arsenal
United.
under Wenger, Arsenal will never go top 4. It's not going to happen. If it's in danger, they'll lock that down. But basically, my thing with United is that I still am not on the let's hate on Van Gaal train. I'm still not on that. Because, be honest with yourselves, if Ferguson was the manager, what can he do with that team?
I think he'd finish top 4, to be honest. But
With that exact team, those players.
I think I just look at some of the tactics. Like, it's so negative, passing back.
Well, Mohammed, man, look, man, we play football, man. This is still a personnel-based sport, based on who you have at your.
But tactics also play a part, man.
No, tactics do. But look, at the end of the day, your tactics can be amazing. You still got Rooney. You still got Mata. You've still got what's it called?
Herrera, some guy called Herrera.
Yeah, I mean, so come on, man. These,
I think Ferguson. Go ahead.
But
I think Ferguson would have made the pie a bigger player.
Half of Sir Alex Ferguson made cleverly look like a world-class player, man. So, I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, cleverly of all people, man. Cleverly,
No, okay, true. I understand what you guys are saying, but still, I'm still on the thought process that yes, Van Gaal deserves some blame, but that team I see there is not a title-winning team. Fair enough. People will say Leicester City, what are they doing? But Leicester just having a once in a lifetime. I told you, Next season, Leicester are done. They'll be fighting relegation next season.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys are
No, man, you can laugh all you want.
Wait,
100%.
how could they be fighting relegation and also be playing in the Champions League
No,
on
no, no,
Tuesday,
no,
Wednesday?
no, Mohammed.
I mean, come on, man.
Mohammed, I will bet my life 3 times over Mahrez will not be a Leicester City
Of course,
player
I mean
next
that's
season.
just a fact already. I
So
mean,
obviously their best player is going to be out, and I think who knows what will happen with Vardy.
Vardy, yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so. They still have Watford, they have Bournemouth and Crystal Palace, Swansea City. All those teams will probably make it. So I don't see them fighting relegation. They're probably going to be 10th, 9th, somewhere like that.
Chelsea, who won the Premier League, were fighting relegation this season.
But look,
That's
man,
because of Mourinho. That's not because of the team. It's because Mourinho wasn't.
It was mainly of the team. It wasn't mainly because of Mourinho.
Why are they doing better now than if it was
Because
the
it's
team?
the players, exactly. It's the players.
Okay,
Exactly.
let's switch things up, man. I mean, very quickly, just to talk about Bayern Dortmund. Obviously, I'm not sure how many of you guys watched that game, but pretty much in that match, 0-0, we saw a different side of Bayern Munich in that game. For me, I say that was the best 45 minutes I've seen all season. The kind of football that was played was absolutely amazing, incredible. Like everybody on Twitter was saying, like, "Wow, this is the best football that we've seen fully between these two teams." And the thing is that, guys, man, if Bayern don't do that possession nonsense football, they're a very dangerous team. They're a very dangerous team that can beat Barcelona. Yes, man, you heard me right. If Bayern use a plan B, play a quicker game, they're a very dangerous team. So, and that's just and the sad thing is that I don't know why Pep doesn't really use the counter attack a lot more. Use like the fast, quick breaks a lot more because they always play the whole slow possession, all that kind of stuff. But if they play fast and play quick,
I mean, they were almost forced to, and with the high pressing, so they had to kind of play direct.
No, that's the thing. But the thing that if people looking at what Dortmund did, they will say, you know what, let's not press. Let's just keep it deep and let's just use the counter-attack, which is how Mönchengladbach beat them. So, because when Bayern now go into the whole possession system, they become complacent at the back. And then that's how you can counter them. But if you press them, that means they're like, okay, well, we now have to play quick, and they're actually pretty good. And I think they actually look a lot better when they play a quicker game. So, but still, man, I mean, Dortmund, again, what you was like, I mean, I think first half they were amazing. Second half they got tired. And the thing with the pressing game is that look, if you're having to harass and run around all through the pitch for 45 minutes, you will get tired. Okay, you will get tired. I mean, I've tried doing that in a match.
Come on, 10 minutes, I'm out.
No, look, what do you mean by 10? 2 minutes, I'm out. Okay, look, 2 minutes, I'm dead. Okay, I tell you, man, my stamina is a complete disgrace. So, but look, man, that's the flow there. But look, let's quickly rolling into the Serie A just to review that. I think it's same old. Juventus have that league wrapped up. I do not see them losing momentum to Napoli. Napoli, for me, as I've always said, when Juve scored that goal from Zaza, that was the turning point of the season. And my thing is that what does it say about the Serie A? Is it a good look that one team has won the league 5 times in a row? You know,
that is pretty crazy. I mean, how can that's kind of worse than League One. I mean, and somewhat because how can you have a team winning the league 5 in a row?
I mean, it's
nuts.
No. But to be honest, man, PSG, like literally.
I mean, they just own that league.
No, Mohammed. Like, if that PSG team stays intact, they'll win the league every.
Yeah, minimum 10 years.
No. Basically, however long that team stays intact, they win it every season. As in, come on. As in, Juventus, it's like a 5, 6 point, 7 points thing at the end.
And if teams didn't fuck up this year, I mean, they would be maybe 3rd, maybe 4th right now. If Napoli didn't drop so many points, I mean.
Yeah, no, look, Napoli, they've had opportunities, man. They've had opportunities. Just about Juventus, man. They've just lost, and these were guys who were like in the relegation zone at the beginning of the season. So
and Inter looked good start of the season, but I mean.
No, they've faded, man. They faded. And look, man, I mean, let's spare our thoughts for Balotelli, man.
Oh yeah, and he's coming back to life.
Man. Wasted talent. As in, I've always said is that, look, man, that guy is still one of the most talented strikers I've seen in a long time. As in, what that guy can do with his right foot is amazing. But it's about putting in the work. As in, Ronaldo is, as I've said, Ronaldo is probably the best player I've ever seen play live in my life. You know.
Cristiano, right?
There's Cristiano and there's Ronaldo. So Ronaldo, I will say again, Ronaldo is possibly the best player I've ever seen play live in my life. And he had all the talent in the world. But you know how hard that guy works? That guy, he worked hard. He worked really hard. Because he worked hard, he was able to do the kind of insane things he was able to do. And because he was so good, his knees said, you know what, screw this. We're going to just like injure you. So that's what happened. But for Balotelli, look, man, I still believe in his talents, but same thing with...
Why is he 24 now?
Yeah, I think he's like 20. He's 24. He's still young.
Yeah.
He's like 24, 25. 25. That's nothing. That's nothing. That is nothing, man.
But he's wasted so many years just doing some dumb shit.
He's going back to Liverpool.
Nah.
Liverpool, no, there no
probably
way.
not. But you know, it reminds me of Charisma, man. In my view, Charisma is a better player than Cristiano.
He's definitely a better footballer, but
yeah, it's
more
like
talented.
But yeah,
the kind of things that I've seen Charisma do is incredible. Just that, for some reason, he's just never been able to realize his potential. But
he's a guy that chases money instead of actually glory. I mean, Cristiano chases glory instead of Cristiano does both. He's very ambitious in terms of trophies and financially as well. But Charisma is just financial.
No, look, man. I mean, one thing. As much as I hate Cristiano, like I still give it to him that he works hard.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look, the guy, he works hard, and like, talent is only 50% of the work. The other 50% is you've got to work hard. You've got to go into the training ground and realize which is what Ferguson will do to you. Ferguson will say, hey, because that's what he did with Cristiano. He said, look, man, I know you've got all these skills, but you have to be effective on a football pitch. He
tried to do the same with Nani, but it just didn't work. Nani didn't have the work ethic that Cristiano did. Yeah.
No, he did not look like he didn't put in that work, man. So I mean, okay, look, man, and lastly, man, should we all give Cristiano a round of applause for his 4 goals against who is it? Celta.
Celta, yeah, Celta.
They were amazing goals, though. They were good goals.
Wait, why? Were they all tap-ins or all good?
No, one was long range and one was a free kick. I'm not sure about the other.
Yeah, but it's La Liga goalkeeping, so you know.
Come on.
No, okay, but you know,
be fair.
Basically, look, this is my thing, and this is not me hating. It's like, obviously, when I went online, I was like, you know, 4 goals, man.
It was 7-1, the final.
And guys were like, blah, blah, and I said, okay, wow, 4 goals. And then look at the scoreline, 7-1. And my thing is that, which is why I said, okay, let me even put the question to you guys. Would you rather score 20 goals a season that leads to a title, or would you rather score 70 goals a season which doesn't win you any title? It wins you an amazing personal award and it puts you in the record books, but doesn't win you a title. Which would you rather have?
I mean, you have to be an arrogant piece of shit to just choose 60, 70 goals a season and no trophies.
I mean, if you already won them, I mean, depends
it's all
if
about
you won
winning
it
trophies,
before.
man.
No. The key thing is that you've never won it before. So you can either have 70 goals a season and you go into let's say 80 goals a season and you go into the record books as the most goals ever scored in a season. So you're in the history books personally, or 20 goals a season, but those goals all amounted to you winning the title. And for me,
come on, I mean, you have to choose the
title. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about for Cristiano is like, which is why my issue. Okay, you scored 4 goals against Celta Vigo, fine. You're still third in the league. Barcelona are still 12 points ahead of you. 12 points.
That's embarrassing, yeah. For a club of Real Madrid stature, yeah, that's
crazy. So it's like, you know, those goals they don't mean anything because you're still third. You're still behind.
And he flopped in the big game, so I mean, it means nothing really.
So I mean, like people. That's why I don't know. I mean, I suppose it's for clickbait and people have to report stuff. But again, it's like, even when you're writing that article, you think that okay, why am I praising this guy for scoring 4 goals against Celta Vigo? Yes, I know they beat Barcelona 4-1 at one point, but it's still Celta Vigo. Who the hell are this team?
God.
So I mean, I don't even know who the hell these guys are. So, okay, look, man, let's just because just for the last seven minutes of this thing, because I've got to do some stuff. We've got Champions League Tuesday, Wednesday. So I think the big one is obviously. Wait, is Arsenal the following week or?
Yeah, the following week, yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, and Bayern Munich as well. Okay, yeah. So this is Chelsea PSG then.
Yeah, it's Chelsea PSG.
So what do guys say? Quickly, so what are you guys saying then? Chelsea PSG?
I'm not even sure anymore. We talked about this when Chelsea were in that position, my relegation. I was pretty much sure that they would lose maybe 3-4-0 overall aggregate, but I don't know. I literally don't know.
I don't mind Chelsea winning as much because there's no Mourinho anymore, so it's like, whatever. I don't really care.
Can you stop?
Come on. He's a legend.
Okay, so look, what are you guys saying? Chelsea or PSG?
You have to go with PSG, man. I don't care.
Why do you have to go with PSG?
Because I despise Chelsea.
I'll go with PSG. More talent. They can make
Chelsea. I'll go with Chelsea because they're champions of England. I don't know.
Buddy, can you please not be sarcastic? I beg you, please. Okay. For me, I have a funny feeling that Chelsea will make it happen. Because Hiddink, you know what? I think this could be a very interesting season for Hiddink. Because you just think that Hiddink, he's officially not. So this may actually be his last job in management. Then he'll probably retire after this. I just think that this could just be like, Hiddink could just do something.
This is the second time he's managed Chelsea, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
What the hell? It's like literally just comes in at the worst times.
But for me, I could remember last time he managed Chelsea. Look, Mane, you know what went down in that semi-final. You know what went down. I mean.
Oh yeah, it got cheated out of freaking. They literally.
Come on, that was
a penalty. That was one of the disgraceful games I've ever seen.
That was clean.
That game was a disgrace.
Actually, look, it was 2 amazing goals. Amazing SCN goal, which people actually forget. That SCN goal was bloody amazing, and obviously that goal from Iniesta. But literally,
the referee. Oh goodness.
The referee, he missed it, and I think the referee actually retired after that game because he had death threats.
Yeah, he did. He still gets death threats. I've read a column.
It's only because I remember because that's when Drogba was coming out in his slippers and saying it's a disgrace, and Hiddink was basically egging him on and everything. But basically, I think that PSG obviously have the stronger team, blah blah, and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, I'm so happy PSG lost, which means because guys, just think about this now, man. Yes, you insult Wenger. Yes. He's flopped for Arsenal. Yes, he's underachieved. Do you know how hard it is to finish a season unbeaten? Think about this.
That is crazy, yeah.
No. Think about this. PSG have a team that is pretty much 5 times better than every other team in the French league. And they've still never gone through a whole season unbeaten.
Wait, it's luck, to be honest.
What?
It's only luck. I mean, getting unbeaten is it's just if you get lucky.
But is it luck really?
It's not luck. Come on.
I mean, okay,
it's
grinding. No.
It's actually grinding.
No. At the end of the day, everybody, you need a little bit of luck in every single situation that you're in, pretty much. As in, even for Germany in that World Cup against Algeria, man, they got a bit lucky. Against Algeria. So you need a bit of luck, but at the end of the day, the consistency to be we will not get beaten. Even if we know that we can't win the game, we won't lose the game. That is a huge thing because for PSG, look, man.
It wasn't even just one season. It was 49 games. It was more than 49
games. No, but I just think the whole concept of you went through a whole season and you never lost. That's a difficult thing. And a team as amazing as PSG, who are so much better than everyone else, they just go away to Lyon. Boom! They lose what they call
football was a lot more difficult back then when Arsenal were 49 games unbeaten.
teams. I mean, there were a lot. I mean, the team. Let's say Premiership. The Premiership then, especially even now, but especially then, was a lot more competitive than the French league right
Yeah,
now.
of course.
So it's like, and even for Barcelona as well, and how good they are, they've never gone through a whole season unbeaten. Bayern Munich, who are so much better than everyone else, never gone through a whole season unbeaten. It's never happened.
Preston, North End have.
Look, that was what in the bloody 1800s. Look, you always talk about the grand 1800s. Okay, look, just to finish with this, man, I think personally,
We actually nearly did it twice in 1991 as well. We only lost one game.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
that's same thing with like Ban as well. But look, I'm saying Chelsea will go through, and I feel it's going to be maybe like a 1-0 to Chelsea. I think that they'll do a 1-0 and grind out a victory. And
Do you think Wenger should retire? I think he should retire.
I think he should just leave. I don't care if he retires.
But Manny, do you know how much money he earns a year?
8 mil for free, literally for not doing much.
Do you just reject 8 mil a year?
Would you quit?
Personally, for him, I wouldn't retire. But I'm saying, like, as a fan, I don't know how some of these Arsenal fans are so thick in the head. You know,
Who the no
what is he doing? Yeah,
Well,
he
look,
should
man,
be, no question.
The loyal ascuses of
Like, he built a stadium and all that rubbish, as if the Arabs didn't pay for that stadium. He's talking like, he built this stadium.
I don't even know.
And this is the clever thing that Juventus have done. Never leave a stadium that has a meaning within it. So yeah, Highbury was unique.
We were on top of the world at the time.
So there's just something unique about Highbury where, like, when he went, they felt like, if you know, like, yeah, this is like a fortress because I know also as well, man. I'm never a fan of stadiums with a running track. It just like I just don't like.
Yeah, true.
And that's what's called, like, even the stars will know. That's what Juve did. Is like the Dele Alpi was an amazing stadium, and I think I miss the Dele Alpi because it just gives me memories of the 90s and all that kind of stuff, and growing up and just watching Del Piero, Vialli, and all those boys. But at the end of the day, it's because of money and everything. Having the crowd closer to you, a much more intimate stadium, it just feels better. It just feels so much better, and also smaller. And because it's smaller, you know that it is always going to be sold out. And a smaller stadium, the sound as well just generates.
Yeah. We traded all of that just for freaking cash. I mean, instead of glory, we traded that. The money would have came eventually.
And your fans always talk about, well, we're making Champions League. What's the point in making Champions League every year and not doing anything? You're not even competing.
I think for Arsenal, man, I think the day they left Highbury for the Emirates was that the concept of the club just changed.
New people came, new players.
And also, I mean, at the end of the day, they are one of the most profitable clubs in the world. So obviously, for the businessmen, it was a great move. But because, like, I think Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV was actually interviewing some guys, like these guys called like Against Modern Football, and these guys were obviously Highbury guys who went to all the games in Highbury, but they've never been to the Emirates because they said, look, man, we can't afford it. We can't afford it. It's too expensive. The tickets.
Apparently, the ticket was about £10, £20 cheap. I mean, to £20 to £20, £10 to £20. Yeah. Where today it's to actually like £60 to actually get at least minimum.
£50. About at least 45. Yeah. No, because I mean, like, I was lucky because like one of my guys, you know, he's an Arsenal fan, and because he's a season ticket holder, he gave me like pass for like this Arsenal versus Fenerbahce, which is like a Champions League qualifier. So I went there. So I didn't really know how much he spent, obviously, individually. But when I went, there's like, the atmosphere was horrendous.
It's shocking, yeah. Shocking.
Because, like, it's like you've got like a family atmosphere. I'm like, wait, what is this?
No, even if you try to stand up, the stewards will tell you to sit down.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're just trying to support the team, that's how bad it is.
I'm watching a football match and I'm seeing kids playing around, laughing. I'm like, come on, man. You know,
it's more of a theater than a football game, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, and I think it's like, you know, that's where you've got to think about, like, what is your, because for me, that kind of stadium fits more for the Man United psychology, but when you're in North, because I told you most of the people I know are Arsenal fans, and the thing is that like most black guys I meet are Arsenal fans, So when you look at how Arsenal fans are and everything, like
No, for the past 10 years, it's been leading up to this season. This season, yeah. This one season. This was our chance for 10 years of just pure anger from the board, Arsene Wenger. But even then, I mean, they're offering us nothing now.
No,
we were promised we would be with Bayern, Real, Barcelona. We would be in the Champions League.
No, but for me, but I think the bottom line is I mean, before I go, because I've got to finish off my House of Cards, which is like
what a shit series. Man.
I already finished it.
Look, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm a House of Cards freak, man. So I'm literally binging this whole. Look, I'm into it.
What season?
I don't love this stuff. But look, before I go, man, I just think that it's an insult that a Bayern season ticket, or a Juventus season ticket, or a Real Madrid season ticket, or even a Barcelona season ticket is more expensive than an Arsenal season ticket.
Shocking. The value and quality is shocking. I mean, what you get at Arsenal is quality is not worth.
The key thing is that North London, where Arsenal is situated, is not a very rich area.
Exactly.
I mean, obviously, you've got like Hampstead and places which is very rich, but when you go to the area actually in Highbury, around Highbury, it's not a very rich area. So the actual local people around Arsenal don't have the kind of jobs or means to afford £60 a ticket, or what's it called, £2,000.
Another reason why the atmosphere is so crap is most of the passionate fans can't even get in. They can't afford it. They can't literally afford it. So I mean, it's just
because obviously whenever
people like Mo Hader going in that are annoying. He's so annoying.
He thinks he's all intelligent and shit, but
I know. Like, next fan, talk about next fan.
No, come on, the guy's alright, man. The guy's alright.
What a prick.
I think the thing that's like with Arsenal is that whenever I go to the stadium, I'm like, I see a lot of tourists obviously go there, But when you see the kind of people that go to the stadium, it's like these are guys who are obviously very rich, got a lot of money, and these are the kind of guys who buy the season ticket. Obviously, I don't want to say it's all those people.
I'm sorry, but I'm not giving my hard-earned cash £60 a week to a club that literally offers me zilch in terms of titles and glory, apart from 2 FA Cups in 10 years. Every week. I'd have to be crazy.
No. I mean, basically, if you're paying £60 to watch Barcelona or Bayern,
of course, yes, then fair enough.
Fair enough, because you're watching high-class football and you know that a title is coming at the end of the season. So you're very happy to put in that £60, £1,000, because you know you're watching one of the best teams in the world. You cannot ask somebody to pay £60 or 70, 80 euros for a team who the best they can give you is top 4. No Premiership title, no Champions League semi-final, just an FA Cup, and that's it. Guys, I'm off. I'm off to finish House of Cards, man. Peace out.